Hi, this is Michael, and I want to talk about the importance of feeling and thinking about the doneness, the completedness of what it is you want. So let's say you want more activity in your business. Let's say you want a new relationship or an improved relationship. You want a new job. Any of those, or even an improved state of just well-being, right? So it could be an outer condition or it could be an inner condition. But when you are wanting that or striving for that, what's important is that you spend time feeling the absolute doneness of it. So when you have the increase in business, how's that going to feel? What thoughts will you be thinking then? What conversations would you be having? If someone were talking about you with your new improved activity in your business and your increase in business, what fun things would they be saying about you? So it's important you embody the belief, the feeling, the thinking of you with what you want, fast forwarding to the end, and it's done. You know, we hear spiritual teachers say, you know, what you believe you will receive, and the work for me has been around getting myself to truly believe in what I want. I was at an opening, a beginning of a restaurant here in town, and I got to visit with the owner, and we were chatting, and I was just curious about, well, I was wondering how much does he really believe he's going to succeed with his new restaurant. So I kind of asked him, I said, so how well do you believe it's going to do well and you're going to succeed? And he really stumbled with his answer. He started talking about how hard a restaurant is and how tricky it is in the first year. And there was this whole lack of really believing in his success. And I thought to myself as a life coach how important it would be for him to spend time on embodying the belief of you succeeding, of your business succeeding, of your restaurant 10 years from now doing well and loyal customers and that whole picture. And so the belief part is, to me, what my inner work is about and what our work is about when we want something new. I remember one time it was about a car. I was in grad school and I wanted my first car I was going to buy after grad school. And it was a Toyota 4Runner. And I was in Victoria, Texas, finishing up an internship. And at the time, the 4Runners had a hard top on it. And it was this midnight blue color. And that was the car I wanted. And I started envisioning it. And I would just picture me driving in it. I would go camping in it. I could feel the wind in my hair when the top would be off and my dog was with me and I'd go camping, all this kind of fun stuff. And I just would envision it and I had fun with it. And the dealer in Victoria, though, the price was pretty high, and I made a trip to Houston where they had more dealerships. Now, the prices were better, but I could not find a dealership that had this midnight blue 4Runner that I wanted. And I really wanted that color. So they looked in their system. Well, there was one midnight blue 4Runner in the entire state of Texas, and it was in Victoria, which is exactly where I was living. So I went back to Victoria, ended up talking to the dealer, and he came down in the price, and I was able to get it. Now, call it coincidence, but there is such a thing as a law of consciousness, a law of your being, a law of attraction that really does respond. Conditions respond according to the level of belief that we seem to embody. Now that's on the plus side or the negative side. But as I believed and embodied me with my 4Runner, those conditions really sort of lined up. There is a level of work you have to do externally. It's not just all internal, but a big piece, I think, is practicing embodying the belief you want and fast forwarding to the doneness of it, the completedness of it. One more example is, so I recently wrote a book, Manifest a Better Life with God, and I talk about all this in the book, but the book itself, I really had to see me with the book written, the completedness of it, feeling the satisfaction of having written a book. Now, I had to write the book. So there were a lot of early mornings, there were a lot of evenings. I have a full-time corporate job. There were a lot of weekends, there were plane rides where the writing all had to happen. But here's the fun thing. As you embody the feeling of it done, then what happens is the inspiration to take action and the clarity of what's the right next step to take really falls into place. And it almost doesn't feel like work. So writing the book is actually great fun. Even though I had to do it in the mornings, evenings, weekends, etc., I actually just enjoyed it. It wasn't like this hard, efforting kind of experience. So there you go. So really what we believe, we receive, and the level of my belief and the fuller embodiment of it really matters. Think of a radio station. You're tuning into your radio station, which is you with your increase in business, right? And initially when you tune in, you can kind of feel it, but there's a lot of static. Maybe there's some doubt. Maybe there's and so there's static in there. But the more you practice feeling the joy of your new business, feeling the fun of having that new business and that increase in business, what you're doing is you're strengthening your signal, you're strengthening that signal. So when you tune into your radio station, which is you with your increase in business, it starts broadcasting loud and clear. And as that happens, more and more conditions, the right people, the right timing, the right opportunities, all really do start lining up and falling into place. So think about anything right now you really are wanting more of, or an improvement of, or something a little different. And make sure you're spending time building and embodying the belief of you with it completely done exactly how you want it. And it's all finished, and you're just really feeling the joy and the love and the appreciation of it. And watch what happens as you do that. Thanks for your time. I hope that was helpful. It's definitely been helpful for me in different areas of my life, and we'll talk to you soon.